Now, my next guest is someone that many of us woke up to for 20 years on Good Morning America. She is the award-winning journalist and author, Joan Lunden. Now, on GMA, Joan frequently shared her life and personal stories. Then, in 2014, she announced that she had breast cancer, and she shared that experience with the world as well. And now she's on a mission to help others. Here's an excerpt from Joan Lunden, Cancer Chronicles.
Breast cancer can happen to anyone. 2-3 days after I got the diagnosis. And here I was in this unique position where all of a sudden I was given an opportunity to learn as much as I could and to share it with others.
This is what chemotherapy looks like.
Well, I'm back from surgery, and this is the best graham cracker.
All right, here I am. This is round 2 of my chemotherapy regimen.
All right, it's Monday morning, January 5th, and this is the first day of my radiation therapy.
Every person that reaches out to me on social media and says, thanks, you took the scary out of it. I knew what to expect. Makes it all worthwhile. Oddly, a horrible cancer diagnosis set me on this mission, but it truly is my mission, and it's one that I'm enjoying, and quite honestly, I think it's the most important assignment that I've ever been given.
Well, joining me is Joan Lunden. Thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Seriously. No one ever wants to hear the words, you have cancer. What was your initial reaction in that moment that you heard those words?
So I didn't think it would be me. I thought, that 1 in 8 women will hear those words. But boy, when you hear those words, it's like the air is sucked out of the room. And then all of a sudden they said to me, you have an aggressive, very virulent, fast-growing kind of breast cancer. And so you're gonna have to go through, months and months of aggressive chemotherapy.
You have 7 children,
Yes, I do.
including 2 sets of twins. How did you handle telling your what a beautiful family, by the way. How did you tell your family?
The older girls, they just literally dropped everything, rallied behind me, and along with my husband, they were there at every single appointment with me. I have twins who are now 14 and 16. At the time, they were, 6 and 7, 7 and 8.
Yeah.
So we sat them down and said that I have something like a boo-boo inside of me. And then there was like silence. And then my son said, are you gonna die? I mean, they're savvy enough at that point, but
Right.
they got it, the cancer word,
Yeah.
that they were scared of me dying.
Yeah. Now, you not only chronicled your journey on video, but you also wrote a book, Had I Known, a Memoir of Survival. Why was it so important for you to share your cancer fight?
My dad was a cancer surgeon, and I thought I'd be a doctor. So I always kind of felt maybe a little, disappointed in myself that I hadn't, followed in his footsteps. And all of a sudden I realized, he was taken way before his time. And I thought, wow, this cancer diagnosis, if you choose to be open about it, it's kind of like the baton was being passed to me and I can carry on my dad's legacy. As soon as I changed my focus from my cancer and my treatment to the fight against cancer and helping others, it changed everything. I could be able to learn things, share information, and help others.
Is there an area of cancer treatment that you feel people should really be aware of?
It is really, really important that anyone going through strong chemotherapy understand that they are at higher risk for infections. And you just really have to talk to your doctor about ways to lower your risk of getting an infection. And frankly, I encourage anyone living with cancer to educate themselves and feel empowered so you can be a proactive member of your healthcare team.
And to help others in their cancer fight, you're part of an educational initiative now, so tell us about it.
I'm really proud that I'm working with Amgen on athomewithjoan.com. On the site, you'll see my conversations with some really inspiring cancer patients that I've met who talk about what's helped them along their journeys. And you can also listen to my conversations with healthcare professionals about why it's important for patients to reduce that risk of infection.
Look, if you know someone who is battling cancer, seriously, go to athomewithjoan.com. Not only are there interviews with amazing women, but you can also download a guide of questions to ask your doctor about your risk of infection and treatment options. Thank you so much for being
My
here and talking
pleasure.
about this.